Welcome to Comics on Parole. My name is Dan Glazer. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I did. Took my wife to see the movie Lincoln. Y'all got to go see the movie Lincoln. Great movie. Halfway through the movie, though, she gets up and starts walking away. I said, "Where are you going?" She goes, "I'm bored. Tell me how it ends." What'd she think it was? The bullet was going to miss this time? Anyway, let's get on to some better jokes. We have a great lineup of talent for young talent for you today that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. This first young, lovely comedian I'm going to have on performs at all the major clubs in Atlanta: Punchline, Laughing Skull, the Comedy Cat, Jerry Farber's Side Door, the Basement Theater, and I'm sure she'll be at the Improv soon. This young girl is like a daughter to me and a mistress, and not necessarily in that order. And I usually rendezvous with her in the middle of the night through her bedroom window, but shh, don't tell her because she doesn't know. Give it up and welcome to the Parole Desk, Laura Austin.
Hey, Dan.
I have a confession to make, though, Laura.
What?
When I go through your bedroom window, I go straight to your closet because I have a fetish about boots. I spent hours in, the high boots that come up to the knees?
Yeah.
They just turn me on. I spend hours in there. I do suggest maybe you dry clean them, though. Anyway, okay,
yeah.
Let's go. Are your parents watching?
I don't think so, but
okay.
I just learned a lot about Dan tonight that I don't think I know I wanted to know.
Okay.
Because who doesn't love a good rape joke about themselves?
That's right. So how you been, Laura?
I've been good. How have you been?
Fine. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I didn't get out of my pajamas for about 3 days. That's
really?
Every girl's dream.
You ate pajamas? You had your pajamas on while you were eating Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh, hell
with
yeah.
all the reverence?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That would be
that's how my
sexy.
family does it. Unless we have company coming over, we look like trash. It's
Everyone just
wonderful.
stays in jammies. You have little bunny slippers?
Yeah. No, but we have about 6 dogs under the table that will lay on our feet sometimes throughout the meal because they want turkey.
Well, you love your family. I hear you talk about, and you have a big family, right?
I do.
Do you have any favorite family jokes you like to?
I do. I come from a very big family. I have 3 sisters, and I have 2 brother-in-laws, and my parents, and a lot of us are all in the same house right now. And every time I tell somebody that I have 3 sisters, they're like, "Oh my God, 4 girls! Like, your poor father." And for the longest time, I didn't understand why people would say that until I recently discovered that over the 30 years that he's had all of us, we've slowly driven my dad absolutely insane. He will scold us for the most ridiculous things. I realized the other day, I had let the fan on in a room, and he comes and he yells at me. He's like, "Laura, you shouldn't leave the fan on." "Why not, Dad?" "Because it could seize up and cause a fire." I don't know the last time that's ever happened. I've never heard of a house catching on fire because a fan was left on.
But I'll tell you, it would make you famous. That house, you finally get the fame you deserve.
And my dad would just probably stick it to
Laura
me.
Austin dies in fan fire. First in history.
I don't want that to be the way that I go.
Where did our engineer go? I was going to take you to see everyone to see your set. So let's go on. Hey, listen, I do want to ask something.
Yes.
I hear you love cheese.
Yeah.
Tell me about your cheese experience.
Cheese, it's not even an experience, it's more of a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I've realized. I really like cheese. To the point where it's probably I like cheese as much as I like zombies.
Oh, wow.
That's the equivalence to it. I may not know much about cheese, but I do know that I like a lot of cheese.
Well, listen, while we're on the subject of cheese, let's go to your video set.
It's messed up. Let's watch this suck.
Guys, my name's Laura Austin. I am a single white female, so you're welcome. We're kind of a dying breed, though, a little bit. We're kind of like the velociraptors of the new age. That was the mating call we decided upon. But we, again, drink a lot, you know what I'm talking about? So we probably need to readjust that. But if anybody's interested, let me know so I can mark it off my list. We should stop drinking. But that's the reason why we're single, right? Absolutely. Even more in common is I love being single. I truly enjoy it. I am just sick of the looks that people give me when I tell them I don't have a boyfriend. You'd have thought that I told them that I had cancer or gonorrhea or a kid. It's awful. Well, 2 of your sisters are married and one of them's in a serious relationship. How does that make you feel? Bitch, I'm probably asexual at this point in my life. I'd reproduce with myself if it was possible because I'd get it done right the first time. I don't have time to waist. Because I'm 50. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I don't know. I think the reason why I enjoy being single so much is because I don't attract the best kind of man. You know, the ones that seem to like me are really whiny and needy. And it's really exhausting having to date an emotionally shallow 5-year-old man. It is. You know the kind I'm talking about that always walk around the house in their Superman underwear and their Batman t-shirt? I'm like, dude, that's mine. Where'd you get that? He always has some sort of like macaroni and cheese residue left on his face while he's watching ESPN and the 30-second rundown. Yeah, on our relationship, buddy. That's what's gonna happen. I don't know. I have a really strong personality, you know. You might say leader, my friends say dick. And I don't really have like a filter in the areas that I should. Like, boyfriends don't like it when you call them a pussy. Yeah. It hurts their feelings. But in my defense, he started crying when I called him a fag, so. Pussy, right? That's the reason why I'm single. You can see that. So nice. So nice. I just don't understand. There's like such an obsession today in today's society of getting married at such a young age. You know, and I figure I'm 24. I'm still very young. You know, my name's Laura Austin, not Lori Ingalls. I don't know what the hell a prairie is. My mom was like, well, in a couple years you'll be ready to get married. Like, in a couple years. And I disagreed. Only because I am more mentally prepared for a zombie apocalypse than I am for marriage. My perfect boyfriend's gonna have a basement full of weapons. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna start shooting people for no reason. It's gonna be amazing. I just figured, like, it's just terrifying, the idea of spending the rest of my life with only one person. Like, it's the equivalent of being stuck in a room full of tarantulas and clowns. I don't want to be in there at all. And I just figured that I can barely go 5 weeks in a diet without cheese. How can I be expected to go the rest of my life with only one sausage?
Very funny. Do you like spiders? Okay. Anyway, okay. Now let's get off the subject of cheese and talk about zombies.
Okay.
You have a fetish for zombies.
Okay, I don't have a fetish because I don't think I'd ever sleep with a zombie. But I do love zombies.
You do love zombies?
I do love zombies.
Oh, tell me about that.
I really do. Like, The Walking Dead is filmed here, and that's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I think this is a really sad dream, would be a zombie on that show. Like, really bad. I think I love, the reason why I love zombies so much is because every movie has their own depiction of zombies.
Yeah.
You know, so you have like 28 Days Later where they had the rage virus, you know, they're running as fast as black people, and you're just like, oh my god.
Well, would you go out with a zombie?
You know, I chat with them. There is a movie coming out about a zombie that falls in love with a human, okay?
Yeah. Oh, really?
Anything can happen.
You know what would be terrible? You go out with a zombie.
What?
And he goes to kiss you, he has no tongue. So, anyway, okay. Now, do you have any children? Do you have any children?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Now, I understand you're an equal opportunity dater. You date white boys, black men, yellow, red, purple, and but what is your ideal guy besides zombies?
I don't know. I don't really have a type. I have a personality type. The guy that I'm dating now, my boyfriend right now, he looks black, but he's not black because he's actually like Belizean, but like he's dark, like he's black. But it's like the benefits of dating a black person, but I don't have like any stereotype with it, you know. Like, he has really good credit, and
yeah,
he doesn't have any kids. It's nice.
Belizean. That sounds like an island where there'd be a lot of zombies.
And you know, it really does.
It does. Anyway, okay. Now, you like babies, right? Don't you have baby talk? There's something about you like baby talk.
I like my niece. I don't, well, and I have a nephew now. I don't like babies per se. Just my niece. Because I've never really been around babies, and when my sister had her kid, you know, I've been around her for like 3 years now, and it's disgusting. Kids are disgusting. Like, there's a reason why I don't like other kids, is because nobody can love their own kid. They're like, you love your kid more than anybody else can, you know?
Yeah.
So.
What about Christmas? What do you have planned for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know. My whole family will be here.
Yeah,
so.
in their jammies.
Yes,
in their jammies.
We do. We stay in our pajamas all day long. We eat breakfast and then have food about an hour later. It's wonderful.
You should surprise them and wear a negligee this time.
Negligee.
That would be it.
Nude bodysuit and just drawing and stuff.
Now, with this, you're studying to be a hairstylist, correct?
Yes.
And in this tough economy, you know, you're not out of school yet, correct?
No, I'm not. I have a couple more months.
How is this economy affecting you?
Well, it's kind of caused me to go to hair school, so I can like have a job that works. But I have realized that the economy more so affected me like when I was single, because I blamed the economy on the reason why I was single. Because like if you think about like with such a bad economy, when you go out with a guy, you can't really have high standards anymore. So
right.
You know, when you live with your parents when you're 30, that's not attractive.
Yeah.
But I'm 25 and I live with mine, so I really shouldn't judge.
Now, I hope for Christmas you get some boots, so when I sneak through the window, I can go in your closet and have a new fresh batch of boots.
I'll be sure to put some spray protectant on it for anything you do in there.
Now, before we end this wonderful conversation about cheese, zombies, and boots, what do you have planned for the future as far as comedy?
I don't really know. I'm just hoping. I have a really big show coming December 26th. I'll be at the Improv.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's big.
I'll be at the Improv for a show. It's called Men All Pause, which sounds like menopause, which I guess is the pun on words. But
when is that?
December 26th. It's at 8 o'clock. You can go to like menallpauseatl.com, I believe, and it's.
Are you hosting?
No, I'm just in it. It's me, 3 other girls, and a guy. Hosting.
That's big.
So I'm pretty excited about it.
That's breaking news that you're going to be in the Improv.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
Thank you,
Laura. It was wonderful having you on, talking about zombies and cheese and monsters.
That's what I'm here for. And no, thank you, Dan.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you.
Let's go to a commercial break. I didn't tell you.
I'm a rock, I'm a wall, I'm a castle made of stone. I am brave, unafraid, because I know I am unbreakable. I am tough, I'm an army of one. I could stand up tall, take it all and then some. I am unbreakable. I've fallen so far, so deep in the dark. Yeah, where nothing shines. When nothing left to lose, I found my way through to the side. I am unbreakable. I am unbreakable. Yeah, I lose and I win. Either way to the end. I bruise and I bend sometimes, but I am unbreakable. When the cracks in the ground try to swallow you in, when the rivers over faith wears thin, yeah, when the road up ahead stretches on and on and on, when I know that I'm right and the world is all wrong, I am unbreakable. No fate, I'll stare it in the face, 'cause I know that I am unbreakable. I am unbreakable. Yeah, I lose and I win. Either way to the end. I'm bruised and I'm in sometimes. I'm a rock, I'm a wall, I'm a castle made of stone. I am brave, unafraid, because I know I am unbreakable. I am unbreakable. Yeah, I lose and I win. Either way to the end. I'm bruised and I'm in sometimes, but I am unbreakable. I am unbreakable. Yeah, I lose and I win. Either way to the end. I'm bruised and I'm in sometimes. I am unbreakable.
Welcome back. We have another tremendous talent that I'm going to bring onto the parole table. He's a young man that performs all over Atlanta, the major clubs, like I always say, the Punchline, Laughing Skull, the Catch, Comedy, Jerry Farmer's Side Door. This gentleman, I do not go through his bedroom window because he has no closet of boots. If he did have a closet of boots, then I might consider it. So welcome to the parole desk, Greg Behrens.
Thanks, Dan.
Hey, Greg. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Fine, fine. Right. You know, Greg, when I was a kid growing up, we used to have to go to a circus to see the tattooed man or lady. Now, we just look at you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a freak. That's my thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Greg, where are you from originally?
I'm actually from Buffalo, New York. I'm actually from Lockport, New York, but nobody knows where the hell that is. So I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Right.
That can be difficult also. People in the South don't know where that is either.
Lockport.
Buffalo is kind of like, people don't know where it is in the South. People think that New York State is just a big sprawling metropolis,
Yeah.
The city in Blade Runner, and
Yeah.
it's just knife-wielding rapists and
yeah,
homeless people and
yeah.
registered Democrats as far as the eye can see.
That sounds like a fun place to grow up.
Yeah.
Now, are you into politics?
No, I am not. I have no idea what Reagan's doing.
Oh, Reagan?
Yeah.
Reagan. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can see you're up on your current events.
Yes, current affairs.
Now, I just try to ask a different array of questions. What about movies? You like movies? What's your favorite kind of movie?
Did you see the new Batman?
Yeah, it was very good.
I
very
haven't
good.
seen it.
Oh, okay.
It's cool, though. Yeah.
Let's move on to something else. I'm hitting a home run here. How about instruments? Did you play an instrument when you were a kid?
I did. I wanted to be, my dream was to be in Motley Crue, like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My parents bought me a clarinet.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it didn't really.
Is there a clarinet player?
No, there's not. My dream did not come true.
Listen, I think this is a good time to go to one of Greg's sets.
A friend of mine, he told me that he was jealous of my comedy. He said he wished he had something that gave him purpose like that, a real reason to get out of bed in the morning. And I felt bad for him, I want to tell him something to make him, feel better, like reassure him that his life was worth living. But I didn't want to embarrass him in front of his kids. I actually had a job interview this week. I didn't get it. If I got it, I would have said I got a new job this week. So, when you have a job interview, they tell you you're supposed to dress for the job that you want. That seems like pretty good advice, But I don't think the interview lady at Burger King was really impressed with my Ron Jeremy costume. He's a pornographic film actor. That's the job that I want. You get it. But dress to impress, that's still a pretty good policy, I think. A lot of people say honesty is the best policy. But I disagree. I think finders keepers is the best policy. So you just take whatever you want. Your friend would be like, hey, dude, this is a really cool boat. Like, oh, thanks, man. I was just wandering around the harbor. Just found it. I kept it. You believe that? The only thing honesty ever got me was not having a boat. The only problem with finders keepers, nobody ever applies it when they find Jesus. So I wish they would keep it to themselves. Yeah. Thank you for the applause. Some people really get offended at that. I don't have a problem with Jesus at all. Seems like a cool dude on paper and stuff, but not really all that impressive, Like, you turn water into wine one time? I turned 2 years of unemployment checks into beer. Top that, Savior.
Very good. Very good.
Engineer Al was digging it, man.
Yeah, yeah. And Jesus jokes. You're not getting much for Christmas this time, young man.
Jesus isn't the one that brings the
That's
gifts.
True. That's true. But he might tell Santa not to come to your house. Okay. What surprises you? You're such a calm, cool, collective guy. Is there anything that surprises you or startles you? Or
you know what really surprises me?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking the question. Oh, surprises.
Yes,
okay.
Because they're so surprising.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay. I want to get to know the real Greg. Okay, so what is the worst job you have ever had, Greg?
The worst job that I've ever had?
Yes.
I don't know what the worst job. I can tell you what the worst job is to have is being a therapist on Hoarders. You know, the TV show Hoarders.
Oh yeah.
I don't have enough sympathy to do that. You know, you're supposed to feel bad for them. You know, they say they have a disease, but hoarding is not a disease. AIDS is a disease.
Right.
And you get it from unprotected sex,
Yeah.
sharing dirty needles. It's clearly defined.
But I've seen that show. I mean, you can catch diseases from some of those houses.
No one's ever.
You should cover yourself in one big condom and go to one of those houses.
No one has ever said, "Oh man, I wish I wouldn't have split that heroin with Steve. I think I might have caught the hoarding."
Now, is that all you have to say about hoarding?
I could say other things about it, but you probably wouldn't be that
Okay.
interested.
If you had, this show, we want to get to know the real you. So if you had to start, you weren't a comic. I know you're a comic, and you're a good comic. But if you wanted to start a business, what kind of business would you start?
I know exactly what I would open my own bar.
Okay, tell me about that.
I would call it Jamal's Irish Pub.
Jamal's Irish Pub.
Yeah, because I think it would confuse people. Maybe we put a sign outside that just says we only serve black and tans.
Oh, geez. Okay, I'm running out of questions for you.
Oh, you got a million.
Okay,
questions.
what kind of music do you like?
I like a lot of stuff. I've been into rap music a lot lately. Yeah.
Do you know any rap tunes?
Yeah, they're confusing. I think the lyrics they don't really speak to me. It's not like the racial thing, you know. Yeah. It's just like if you have 99 problems but a bitch ain't one.
Yeah.
You probably have some unusual problems.
Yeah,
you know, and
gotcha.
I can't really relate to that. You know, I have like 12 problems.
Yeah.
And a bitch is like a handful of those at least.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, you're married, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell me about your lovely wife, who I met the other day.
Where did you meet her? At the store?
Oh, I don't think you were with her when I met her. You weren't there. I'm sorry.
It's inappropriate.
No. Tell me about your lovely wife.
She's lovely.
She's lovely.
Yeah. You can hear her on that clip. My wife has a laugh that really stands out.
Yeah.
I notice every time I perform when my wife is there, I can only hear her. So then when I do shows and she's not there and it's going horribly,
then no one's laughing.
Then no one's laughing. And I can't hear her, and I'm like, oh, this is not going well.
I've never seen you perform where it didn't go well.
You should get out more often.
Now, do you have kids?
No, I do not. I have cats.
You have cats?
Yes, I'm a crazy cat lady.
I like cats. I had 2 for lunch yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. Tell me about your cats. Do they have any kittens?
No, they were kittens.
They were kittens at one time. Okay.
Once.
Okay.
Once
the last show we had a comic here who was raised by cats, Joel Byers. He was raised by cats. Anyway, let me before we end, what future projects do you have coming along, young Gregory?
Let's see. At the end of this month, I'll be at the Basement Theater on December 20th with a bunch of really funny comics, and then the 21st, I'll be at the Comedy Catch in Chattanooga with Jamie Ward and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
So
we've got Jamie here today, by the way.
Yes, we do. He's over there somewhere.
Okay.
I can't see him beyond the lights.
Anything, before we kick you off the parole desk, anything wise statements that you want to leave the audience with?
Oh, in life?
Why? Teach us something, Greg.
It's always important to set the bar really high.
Yeah.
Unless your bartender is a midget.
Gotcha. That was why. Greg, thank you so much for coming on the Comics on Parole.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Let's go to another commercial break.
I'm a rock, I'm a wall, I'm a castle made of stone. I am brave, unafraid, because I know I am unbreakable. I am tough, I'm an army of one. I could stand up tall, take it all, and then some. I am unbreakable.
Welcome back. This is not time to undress, Jimmy. Right now we have on one of my comic heroes. The young Jamie Ward. My God, I thought that was the witch from the Wizard of Oz movie laughing. That just frightened me. Listen, we have young Jamie Ward on here, and Jamie's come on to tell you about a future, his future show you have coming up with a bunch of funny comics. Take it away, Jamie.
That's right. Hey, nobody that's watching this, my name is Jamie Ward. Thank you, Dan, for having me on. Just like he said, I am the most successful comedian in Atlanta. I recently was voted #1 comic in the Southeast by my peers and everybody else. That's Jamie Ward from jamiecomedy.com, Jamie, the boy spelling, right? And I'm here to tell you just really quick about a fantastic show I got coming up at Jerry Farber's Side Door. I don't even know where that is. It's somewhere in Atlanta. It's like in the back of a Greek diner. It's going to be this thing on December 28th. The Don Cooper Road Show. If you like Howie Mandel, Don does a great Howie Mandel act. And he grabs from like all your favorite comics. He will be doing everybody else's material. It's going to be hilarious. The headliner, Kevin Lee, coming in. Now, this guy, he is black and a comedy magician. You have never seen that before, unless you have seen him before. That's awesome. This guy's been on HBO. No, keep that up. Keep that. That's fantastic. That's like talking to myself. See, that's. I wish I had made a better shirt choice because I realized with the green screen, like I'm sort of fading into. But that's sort of like an analogy for the state of my career right now. I'm in the back of some office park talking into a Circuit City video camera about this show. Anyway, Greek Diner, Don Cooper's Road Show. It's going to be great. I'm going to be up at the Comedy Catch with that other hilarious guy, whatever his face was. And I will also be at the Improv all the time. Not for that lady show, but I won the Improv earlier this year. I won it. I beat all the other comics. I won the Improv. Laughing Skull, Punchline, all the places he said. The best place you can catch me, I work at a frozen yogurt shop in Alpharetta, too. I headline Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10:30 to 3, but don't come in until 12. We're not open until 12. I'm not going to say the name of it, but it's Jewish. It is a Jewish frozen yogurt shop. It is fantastic. Okay.
Listen, Jamie, this has been a wonderful interview, my son.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I really got to know the real you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Comics on Parole. Next month we'll have another wide away of comics, and we hope you will stay tuned. And we hope this isn't the last show because we might be canceled after this. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next month. Same bat time, same bat place. First Tuesday of the month, 9:30. Thank you.